Okay, how to calculate percentage weight of an element? The percentage weight of an element equal to weight of an element upon molecular weight into 100. Okay, by using this formula, we calculate any given substance, the percentage weight of an element, any given molecule. Okay, for example, say, so calculate the mass percentage of different elements in urea. Different elements in urea. Okay, that is the problem. Calculate the mass percentage of different elements in urea. Okay, now what we know, urea molecular formula. What about urea molecular formula? NH2CONH2. Urea molecular formula NH2CONH2. I have given that. So in that molecule, what are the percentage weight of different elements? It is nothing but all elements. Okay, see. The molecular formula of urea, that is NH2CONH2. It is the urea molecular formula. So if we can take this molecular mass, molecular weight. So molecular weight or molecular mass, if you are calculate, how much we get that? See, nitrogen 14 into total number of nitrogens, how many? 2.
Okay.
So atomic mass of nitrogen 14 into number of nitrogens are 2 plus hydrogen atomic mass 1 into total number of hydrogens are here 4 plus carbon atomic mass 12 into number of carbons are 1 plus oxygen atomic mass 16 into number of oxygens are 1. That is equals to total, what about that? 28 plus 4, 32. 32 plus 12 plus 16, that is total 60. Okay, with respect to gram molecular mass, that is 60 gram per mole. Okay, 60 grams. This is the molecular mass of urea, 60. Now, so in this molecular formula, what is the percentage of nitrogen? What is the percentage of oxygen? What is the percentage of carbon? So see, first, percentage of carbon equal to. So here, what is the weight of element? Element means carbon. Weight of carbon 12 upon, what is the molecular weight of molecule? What is the molecule here? Urea. That is nothing but 60. Molecular weight of urea. into 100. That is equals to, what about that? 120 by 6. That is equals to 20%. Okay, what we get here? The percentage of carbon 20.
20%.
Like that, calculate what is the percentage of remaining. What about oxygen? If I have taken oxygen, what is the atomic mass of oxygen here? 16.
16.
Upon molecular weight 60.
By 60.
100.
Into 100.
So how much here? 0, 0 cancel here. That is nothing but 160 by 6. Okay, how much that? That is 2 times 12, remaining 40. How many times? That is 6 times 0.67%. The percentage of oxygen we get 26.67%.
26.67%.
Okay, like that, if we calculate percentage of nitrogen, see, what is the nitrogen atomic mass? 14. But total number of nitrogen,
14.
how many? 2. 14 into 2, that is 28. Total weight of an element, 28, upon molecular weight 60 into 100. Okay, here 0, 0 get cancelled. That is 280 by 6. Okay, how much we get? This is 4 times. After that 6. After that, what about 6, 7%? 46.67% of.
46.67%.
Okay, followed by, what is the last element? Hydrogen. See this, percentage of hydrogen, that is equals to, what is the atomic mass of hydrogen here? 1. But total number of hydrogens, how many given molecule? 4. Total weight of an element 4 upon 60, molecular weight into 100. Okay, how much we get here? 0, 0 get cancelled. It is nothing but 40 by 6. How much that? 6.67%. See this. So any substance is given or molecule is given. Here given molecule is a urea. In that molecule or substance, we find out all element mass percentages. So the percentage weight of any element equal to weight of that element upon molecular weight of given substance into 100. By using this formula, we calculate any element percentage weight. Right? Okay, write down this problem. Complete that.
Completed.
Write down all of you, otherwise
Done, sir.
take screenshot.
Done, sir.
Completed, sir.
Completed, sir.
Okay, very
Completed,
good.
sir.
Now listen. So here, based on that formula, we calculated percentage weight of an element. Now, next method, if the percentage of an element is given, based on that, how to calculate empirical formula and molecular formulas. How to calculate empirical formula and molecular formulas. Okay, before I have given the relation between empirical formula and molecular formula. What I have given? Molecular formula equal to empirical formula into N, where N equals to molecular weight by empirical formula weight. Based on that, we calculate molecular formula. When it is possible, if we know the empirical formula. Okay, see, for example, it is important model if they are given percentage weight of an element. Based on that, how to calculate empirical formula and molecular formula. Okay, for example, say if a compound with the molar mass, say this, a compound with molar mass, it is nothing but molecular mass. They are given, that is 159. That is given 159. A compound with molar mass 159. See this. A compound with molar mass 159. Okay, was found to was found to contain 39.62% copper, 39.62% copper and 20.13% sulfur and 20.13% sulfur. Suggest molecular formula for the compound. Suggest molecular formula. MF nothing but molecular formula. So for the compound. For the compound. Okay, here they are given within brackets the copper atomic mass 63, sulfur atomic mass 32, and oxygen atomic mass they are given 60. Okay, see what they are asking here. A compound molecular mass 159 which contains 39.62% copper, 20.13% sulfur. Suggest what is the molecular formula. So if we want molecular formula, first we need what about its empirical formula. If you know the empirical formula, okay, one relation is there, we know that. So molecular formula equals to empirical formula into N. Okay, what about here N, where N equals to molecular weight or molar mass upon empirical formula weight. Okay, based on that we can say what about molecular formula. First, what we want, empirical formula is required. For that, some rules are there. How to determine empirical and molecular formula? Having some rules are there. First, rule number 1, say, otherwise step 1. We followed some steps. Step 1, percentages of all the elements present in the compound are determined experimentally. Percentages of all the elements present in the compounds are determined experimentally. Okay, here already they are given percentages, so there is no problem. If not given, we find out experimentally what are the percentages of elements. Before I have given how to calculate percentage of weight of an element. Formula is given. Weight of an element by molecular weight into 100. By using that formula, we calculate what are the percentage weight of the elements. Okay, then the sum of the percentages of the all elements must be 100. The sum of the percentages of the all the elements must be 100. If it is less than 100, the difference between 100 and sum of the percentages of the elements, that is treated as a oxygen percentage. What is the meaning of that? So if the elements percentages must be 100 required. If the sum that is equal to 100, okay, there is no problem. Okay, then we will go other step. If that sum not equal to 100, the difference is treated as a oxygen percentage. Okay, here first, step 1. Okay, see, what is the total percentages? Here, what they are given, total percentages, copper 39.62%, copper they are given. Sulfur they are given 20.13%. Total that is 579, here 59.75 only. So here this total sum, it is not equals to 100. Here total sum that is not equals to 100 means the difference is considered as a oxygen percentage. Okay, see this, what is the difference here? So 100 minus 59.75. How much that? That is, how much that? 40.25. Okay, this difference is treated, that is percentage of oxygen. Okay, that is the percentage of oxygen equals to 40.25. See this. That is the step 1. Okay, what is the step 1? Percentages of all the elements present in the compound are determined experimentally. So here already they are given percentages of elements. Okay, compulsory here, the sum of the percentages of all the elements must be 100 required. If it is not equal to 100, the difference is treated as a oxygen percentage. That is the step 1. Now, step 2. So here step 1, I have calculated, what about that? Here percentage of copper, they are given 39.62. Okay, then percentage of sulfur already given here 20.13. Okay, here the total sum that is not equal to 100. So the remaining difference that is treated as a oxygen percentage. Oxygen weight percentage, how much here? 40.25. This is the step 1. Any problem is given. First, we will do this one only. Okay, first total sum of the percentages. If equal to 100, okay, we will start from step 2 onwards. If that is not equal to 100, the difference must be treated as a oxygen percentage. Now, step 2. To find out number of moles of each element. number of moles means it is nothing but given percentage is divided by the corresponding element atomic mass. What they are given percentage by weight, that is divided by the related element, corresponding element atomic mass, that is nothing but number of moles. Okay, what is the given percentage here? 39.62 upon, what about atomic mass of copper? They are given 63. 63. Here also same. So given percentage weight upon atomic mass 32. Given percentage weight 40.25 by atomic mass 16. Okay, when we find out here number of moles, how much here? 39.62 upon 63. So here 0. So 390. 390 means it is 6 times followed by 29. Okay, here we get 0.629. Okay, here with respect to sulfur number of moles, there also 0. Okay, 200 upon 32, same, 629 here also. So now here 40, 16, how many times it is? 2 times, 32 remaining 80, 82. 2.82 means it is 5 times, 2.516 approximately. Okay, see this. We get here step 2 number of moles. What I have done here, simply what they are given, the percentage weight, that is divided by its atomic mass. Okay, we get the some values. Now step 3, see. Out of these all values, which is the smallest value? By using that value, divided the all values. Okay, out of these 3 values here, which is the smallest? 0.629 only. Because of that reason, by using that value, divided the all values. See this, step 3, 0.629 divided by 0.629. There also 0.629 divided by 0.629. Here 2.56 divided by 0.629. Okay, after that, here we get, it is 1, it is also 1, it is 0.629, okay, 2.56. It is how many times? 4 times. See, 0.629 into 4, that is equals to 2.56. So now here we get simple whole numbers. Simple whole numbers. Here we get 114. So there is no problem. If in this case we get any fractions, if the ratio obtained is fractional, then it may be multiplied by convenient integer, suitable integer, to obtain whole number ratio. Understood that? Okay, if in this case I got, okay, A, 1 is the 1.5, B is the 2, if C is the 3. So I got here the ratio in this step, okay, A 1.5, B 2, C 3, but here it is a 1.5. See this, it is a ratio. So now it is multiplied by suitable integer to obtain whole number. Okay, now it is multiplied with a suitable integer means I will take 2. But by using this integer, multiplied all values, not only that fraction value. Okay, here 2 into 1.5, 3. 2 into 2, 4. 2 into 3, 6. So finally we got here whole numbers. Okay, sometimes here we are considered 1.499, that is approximately treated as a 1.5. Approximate values then over there. Now see here, already we got here whole numbers, that's why there is no problem. After that, so here coppers, how many we get? 1. Sulfur, how many we get? 1. oxygen. How many we get? 4. That is called empirical formula. Therefore, empirical formula equals to the coppers, number of coppers are 1, the number of coppers are 1, the whole numbers ratios, whatever that, these are treated as a empirical formula. What about sulfurs? 1.
1.
What about oxygens? 4.
4.
It is called empirical formula. That is nothing but CuSO4. This is the empirical formula of given compound. Okay. Now here I have calculated empirical formula. So after that we calculate molecular formula also. Okay, how to calculate that molecular formula? Say that. So molecular formula equal to empirical formula into N, where N equals to molecular weight by empirical formula weight. So here N equals to, what about molecular weight? Already here given molar mass, that is nothing but molecular weight. Molar mass how much given? 159 upon, okay, now calculate what is the empirical formula weight. What is the empirical formula? CuSO4. Okay, find out this empirical formula weight. How much? So same method. How do we calculate molecular weight? By using same method, we calculate empirical formula weight. See this empirical formula weight, that is equals to copper. What about that? 63 into 1 copper only, plus sulfur 32 into 1 sulfur only, plus oxygen 16 into 4 oxygens. That is total, that is equals to, okay, 63 32, that is 95. 95 plus here 64, that is equals to 159. The empirical formula weight, what we get here? Exactly 159. See, copper atomic mass or atomic weight 63 into 1 copper only. So sulfur atomic mass 32, number of sulfurs are 1 only, plus 16 atomic mass of oxygen into number of oxygens 4. The total sum, what we get here? 159. So empirical formula weight also 159. That is equals to 1. Here N equals to 1. Therefore, what about molecular formula? Therefore, molecular formula equals to empirical formula CuSO4 into 1. That is equals to CuSO4 only. Given compound, molecular formula and empirical formula both are same. Before I have given one statement. Okay, few compounds have same empirical and molecular formulas. Okay, for example, copper sulfate having empirical formula CuSO4, molecular formula also CuSO4. If here N we get 2, it is multiplied with 2. If N we get 3, it is multiplied with 3. That is called molecular formula. So this is the process. The calculation of empirical and molecular formulas. How to calculate? Okay, step 1. First, to determine percentage of elements, percentage weight of an element experimentally. Okay, already they are given here percentage weight of an element. So there is no problem. After that, if all elements, the percentage weight must be 100, okay, we will go next step. If that is not equals to 100, the difference is treated as a oxygen percentage. Here, this sum not equals to 100. So that's why the remaining I have treated oxygen percentage. That is step 1. Step 2, to find out number of moles. That is nothing but What is the given percentage that is divided by its atomic mass? Okay, here I have divided by the corresponding element atomic masses. We get the some values. Okay, step 3, out of these values, out of these number of moles, which is the smallest number, by using that number, divided the all values. Okay, I have divided the smallest 0.629, all divided. We get the whole numbers. So that is the empirical formula. If it is not whole number, it is any fractions are there, by using sortable integer multiplied with all values, we get the whole number. That is the empirical formula. After that, if you know the empirical formula, we calculate very easily molecular formula. What is the relation between empirical formula and molecular formula? Molecular formula is always equals to empirical formula into n, where n equals to molecular weight by empirical formula weight. Molecular weight already they are given. Molar mass, there is nothing but molecular weight, 159. Okay, here we are find out empirical formula weight. That is also we get 159. That is equals to 1. Therefore, molecular formula equals to CuSO4. Right?
Okay, sir.
Understood that?
Yes,
Clear?
sir. Understood.
It is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Very good.